right into the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman Division. Seeing a little bit of a rain cell on the weather radar up here, so we want to keep the show going, and we want to get all the features completed before that cell tries to get here. And with that, Paul DeRuyter will go away from the pole in 1D with the 35D of Dylan Moore. Row number 2, Stevie Roberts in the 5R, along with the 17 of Owen Nier. Row 3, it's Greg Brinklow in the 707 with the 35B of Brennan Moore. Row 4, Josh Reome, the 91, 18 of Gavin Eisele. Row 5, Eric Nier in the 34, 64, Tyler Corcoran. Row 6, Mike Fowler in the 410, 44, Dave Rogers. Row 7, Taylor Doxtater in the 2, Fox 28 of Tyler Stevenson. Row number 8, Keegan Nier in the 34K in the 0-Xavier Andrews. Row 9, Jessica Power in the 52, 62, Jonathan Murphy. Row number 10, Greg Henry in the 15. Happy birthday to Trevor Gibbons in the 621G. Final row in position number 21, the 1W of Brad Reif in the 18G. Scheduled to go, that's Justin Gadbaw. We know he had some mechanical issues there after that wreck in turn number 1 with his car. It doesn't look like Gadbaw is going to make the call, so white flag will be displayed. Green next time by. Back to green off of turn number 4. We're underway. Off of turn number 2, we got caution on the racetrack. Greg Henry on the front straightaway, problems with his ride. He's going to take it straight behind the infield signs down here on the front stretch. A tough break for Henry out of Clayton, New York. Chief Director of Traffic Control, Mike LeClaire, looks the field over. Paul DeRuyter and Dylan Moore up front. Green lights are on and we're underway. Great start by everybody, and around goes Stevie Roberts. We got them all piled up over there in turn number 1 and 2. Hard hit over there is Jonathan Murphy. He's involved. Looks like Keegan Nier is also involved in that accident over there in corner number 2. So, K&M Speedway Pace Truck will once again pull off the Speedway. No laps complete. We're going to try it one more time. Paul DeRuyter, Dylan Moore on the front row. Mike LeClaire looks the field over. Green lights back on, and we're underway. And Paul DeRuyter drives on, grabs the lead as they work the back straightaway. Dylan Moore back to second. Owen Nier, Josh Reome third and fourth rather. Greg Brinklow and Brendan Moore dice it up for 5th and 6th as they work through turn number 3 and 4 and back down to the line. Paul DeRuyter in control. 3 wide back behind the top 6 as Mike Fowler, Eric Nier, and Gavin Eisele were all stacked up. Eisele and Fowler find the way through as Fowler takes that extreme inside lane towards the front. Gavin Eisele went through the middle of the racetrack. He jumps it up to spot number 7. Eric Nier back to 8th. Tyler Corcoran 9th. And then they're 3 wide again back there for spot number 10. Tyler Stevenson, Dave Rogers, and Jessica Power all in a battle. And Power picks up a couple of spots, so she's on the move early here as they work the back straightaway. Meantime, Paul DeRuyter did a lot of winning in the Doneth Motorworks Limited Sportsman Division. Would love to get a Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman feature win to his credit as they click off lap number 2. Josh Reome now up into spot number 2. Owen Nier, Dylan Moore at each other for 3rd and 4th. And Dylan Moore gets the position down the back straightaway as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. But Paul DeRuyter is the driver they're all chasing. The man out of Inlet, New York, brings it down off of turn number 4 and back to the line. DeRuyter in control. Josh Reome. It has been a while since he's been to victory lane here as well. He's got that 91 working strong down the back straightaway. In the meantime, behind him, Dylan Moore having a solid run, running in position number 3, 17 of Owen Nier 4th, and Brennan Moore up into the top 5. So the brothers occupying a couple of top 5 positions, and Tyler Corcoran off the pace in corner number 4. Kyle Reif is headed to pits, and Tyler Corcoran problems in turn number 4, slows it to a crawling pace. Yellow lights are on at lap number 5, and a tough break for Tyler Corcoran. And that car is not running coming down the front straightaway. Can-Am Speedway pace truck pulls off the speedway in turn number 3, set for green. It is Paul DeRuyter and Josh Reome on the front row. Green lights back on and we're underway. And Reome jumps to the lead, but here comes Paul DeRuyter. He's got that momentum on the top side. He'll grab the lead back coming off of turn number 2. Paul DeRuyter, your new race leader, but Reome fighting back in the inside lane through turn number 3 and 4, back down to the line at lap number 6. Virtually even at the line. DeRuyter maybe about a half a car length into turn number 1 and 2. Reome trying to fight back on that inside lane, trying to slide up in front of DeRuyter. Can't quite get there though, as DeRuyter hanging tough on the outside lane. Now Reome gets the preferred groove into turn number 3 and 4. DeRuyter trying to fight back. Here comes Brennan Moore up into the picture as well. Moore now into position number 3. Brennan on the charge in the early stages of this race as they click off lap number 7. They hit the back straightaway into turn number 3. Josh Reome in control. Paul DeRuyter, Brennan Moore, Mike Fowler, Owen Nier. That's your top 5. Gavin Eisele trying to knock on the door for a top 5 finish here as well. Battling with Owen Nier for a spot. As they head down into turn number 1 and 2, the top 6 drivers are pulling away from that battle for 7th with Dave Rogers, Dylan Moore, Tyler Stevenson, and Greg Brinklow. Eric Nier also involved in that one as they hit the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. Meantime, Josh Reome setting sail down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Brennan Moore sneaks down to the inside lane. He'll go to second, getting around Paul DeRuyter down the back straightaway. And the 410 of Mike Fowler trying to follow suit as they head up through turn number 3 and 4. 17 of Owen Nier in a battle with Gavin Eisele for position number 5. As they click off lap number 10, we're halfway home. And Josh Reome trying to take it home to victory lane. Down the back straightaway, 10 car length advantage over Brennan Moore. May 5th of last year was the last time and the only time Brennan Moore won a feature here. Josh Reome, as we mentioned, it has been a while for him since he's been to victory lane here. As they work down the back straightaway, Reome got the lead at lap number 5 and has held it ever since. Back behind the top 2 drivers, Mike Fowler. He's moved into the top 3. Just got around the 1D of Paul DeRuyter as he tries to get him back coming up off the turn, but Fowler with the advantage that time coming down into turn number 1 and 2. So Mike Fowler on the move from that inside lane. Josh Reome, the last time he went to victory lane, July 22nd of 2022. Wants to end the dry spell here tonight as they come back down to the line with 13 in the books. 13 down, 7 to go. Brennan Moore giving chase from the outside lane. Behind them, Paul DeRuyter and Mike Fowler still in a battle for the 3 spot. Gavin Eisele right there in the mix as well. Running in position number 5. Owen Nier is 6th. Dave Rogers 7th. 8th is Tyler Stevenson. Dylan Moore is 9th. And right now in a battle with Eric Nier for 9th and 10th. In the meantime, Josh Reome looking strong and looking well on his way to a possible win here as they head down the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. Big lead for the 91 of Reome. The racing fireman out of Clayton, New York, brings it down into turn number 1 and 2. Brennan Moore just trying to hold on and get his best finish of the season here at Can-Am. Battle still on for the number 3 position as Mike Fowler has it. Paul DeRuyter trying to take it back. Gavin Eisele just keeps knocking off those top 5 finishes right now. And with Tyler Corcoran out of the mix, this is going to shake up the points, at least for the top 3 right now. Mike Fowler and Gavin Eisele trying to capitalize on that as they run 3rd and 5th respectively on the racetrack. But your top 2 have driven away from everybody. Josh Reome brings it off the turn this time by 17 down, 3 to go. Again, Reome sticking with that outside lane all the way around the racetrack. Normally, we see a lot of drivers running the bottom down in turn number 3 and 4, but that's how you know you got a really good car, is Reome again working the mid portion of the racetrack, this time up off the turn. 2 laps to go for Josh Reome. Half a straightaway back. We got problems with Dave Rogers. He's off the pace in corner number 4. Saw a bit of smoke come out of the back of the 44. Rogers coming into turn number 4. We got caution on the racetrack.
Stay low on the front straightaway. Stay low on the front.
Dave Rogers, problems in turn number 4. Saw a little puff of smoke come out of the back of the race car, and that is where it ends up, right there on the front straightaway. The field. 2 laps left to decide it. Can Josh Reome hold on, or will Brennan Moore come up and spoil the party? We're back to green. Moore goes downstairs. Josh Reome to the high lane. Brennan Moore throws the slider. Josh Reome, the crossover move down the back straightaway. White flag will be displayed. Moore trying to get back to the inside lane. Reome knows he's there now. Up off of turn number 4. White flag in the air for Josh Reome. It's going to be a close finish now. Mike Fowler gets into the mix. 3 cars, they all could win this one. And Brennan Moore from the outside to the inside slides by Mike Fowler, goes after Josh Reome into turn number 3. Brennan Moore to the high lane. Josh Reome to the bottom. Down to the line. Drag race to the finish. Josh Reome is back in the winner's circle at Can-Am. Brennan Moore, Mike Fowler, Gavin Eisele, and Tyler Stevenson, your top 5 here tonight. Wow, what a battle that was between those 3 drivers. Josh Reome, Brennan Moore, Mike Fowler, they all gave it their best. Brennan Moore, what a move that was at the end of this one. But it's Josh Reome. Feature win number 1 of 2024.